Good morning, beloveds. I'm doing a dangerous thing and messing with the camera angle. So, happy Valentine's Day. It is February 14th. It is Valentine's Day. I was just having that conversation with my partner where we were discussing the fact that I have been a Valentine's Day hater for a very long time. And for two reasons. One, high school. High school. The other reason, which is what we finally, which is probably has more to do with it than high school. February tends to be cloudy, wet, rainy, dreary, and just in general, the weather's just, and it's also the tail end of seasonal affect disorder. So I think that actually has more to do with my dislike of Valentine's Day than the commercial nonsense. But the commercial nonsense is. Now, that being said, he did very sweetly bring home, and here's the thing is he grocery shops on Friday. That's what he does. And so he goes to the flower department and he mills around in the flower department because a dozen roses are $75 for Valentine's Day. That is ridiculous. So he comes home with this bunch, and it's 5 sunflowers. They're absolutely the most beautiful sunflowers. They're small, they're probably about the size of my hand. Nice. Well, okay, I don't have small hands. So, but they're very pretty. They're very pretty, and I love them, and I love sunflowers because sunflowers are happy flowers. They are very happy flowers. They also follow the sun, which is really cool. Like, they'll literally turn. And so I asked him, I said, did you buy the cheapest flowers in the department? And he said, would you be upset if I said yes? And I said, absolutely not. He bought the cheapest flowers in the department, and I am thrilled. So and they're beautiful. They're beautiful. 5 sunflowers. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. So, because they are happy. They are happy flowers. I think daisies are happy flowers too. Daisies are very happy flowers. Pansies, on the hand, are pirate flowers, but like sunflowers and daisies just look happy. Daffodils too. I think daffodils are happy flowers too. So, okay. That's not why we're here, but I wanted to share that. So, I hope that your Valentine's Day is as entertaining as mine has already been. Okay. All right. So we are doing The Voice Celestial, which is an epic poem. Okay. Written in the style of the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer, which kind of digs into what Ernest and Fenwicke Holmes learned over their, tenure in the evolution of science of mind. Will we get answers? I don't know, but it's been an interesting ride so far. So let's do the housekeeping really quickly, which is simply, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. The website is creativelife.org. The, .org, O-R-G. The email, constant contact email, you get one a week, is info@creativelife.org. That will get you, like I said, one email a week. The hot links are hot, and nobody else will get your email. The social media, which we do not monetize, mostly because we don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So we ask you to support us in the social medias by like, subscribe, share, follow, comment based on which platform you're dealing with. So we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark, and I am the running Rev Ryan on the social medias. I will be putting this one on the Creative Life Spiritual Center the YouTube channel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out all of the commentary that you get like this. So it will probably go up a chapter at a time. It'll go up faster on the Running Rev Ryan, except I'm still a week behind on that. So give me a minute here. Okay. So that should be everything. I did get new reading glasses. They're very chunky and stiff because they're new. So let's hopefully they work just as well. They're kind of cute. All right. So, voice celestial. Oh, and I didn't even touch it, and it decided to show you my ceiling. It'll give me a good place to know where to cut the video. Stay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we're going to finish this section. Nope. It's just not going to behave today. Okay. This stream's going to be a little bit longer because my iPad is misbehaving. All right. Okay. So we are starting with the voice of the scribe. He saw with comic inner eye the look of horror on the faces of the past, of Jove with readied thunderbolts, astrologers blear-eyed with peering at the stars, the high priests of church and science prepared to nail him to the cross. And then he laughed again with joy until it boomed across the ceiling and along the walls, a cataract of sound that filled the air. For on another highway he could see, advancing in the light with banners high and trumpets full of blaze and clear, a new processional, and on each breast the one word, truth. To his amaze, the vestments that they wore were those of priests and scientists and seers, no other garb than such as others wore, and with them marched initiates and rites of schools long gone, the mystic cults, whose passion plays had introduced the Christ. And there, calm Plato marched with Socrates, Aurelius, Plotinus, Paul, and Jesus Christ. And following close were many saints, St. Augustine, St. Francis, and mystics, small and great of yesteryear, and players with their stringed lyres and instruments of brass, with Mozart, Mendelssohn, and sacred choirs, and poets singing songs of deliverance, and hope and faith, and souls illumined, who through the ages dark kept alive the sacred flame. The fairer. A goodly company I claim, not prodigals, whose wasted hours are tarnished o'er by fear to try, for they were farers, not vagabonds like me. They pressed on upon the flying feet of the winged gulls and found the happiness that lies in the pursuit. And each drew some bright star from all the galaxies of heaven. Oh, would that I might be for that sweet caravan, the camel driver who, in the storm, lashed by the whirling sand, might find oasis in a desert place. Had I the genius, I would pluck each star proclaimed by these great souls, and with them form a new and brilliant galaxy, and set them so in place that they would shine as one. Too long men analyze, dissect, and into parts divide philosophies and faiths. Let me but posit this, the gold of truth. If it be truly gold, would melt in one great crucible. 'Tis this, no less, that I shall now essay. The scribe. A trembling shook him, but around his head a nimbus formed so bright that to the eye, had there been eyes to see, it would appear a brilliant microcosmic galaxy. Let me but posit this, he spoke again. All truths must fuse in one, for truth is one, and I shall find the truth. And then he laughed, It was his saving grace. And that free laugh that rolled like thunder all along the wall seemed suddenly to leap through space and shake the trembling stars. The tensions of his thought were silted, for he at last had set the goal. He knew what he would do, and as he mused, the primal light burned in the gloom, and through the narrow gate that opens to the soul, a presence came. He knew him not until the presence spoke. The presence. Fear not, for I am he who sits beside the veil. The scribe. The farer stirred and murmured tremblingly. The farer. I know you not. Are you for death or life? The scribe. The fair felt a coolness like a breeze that rises with the morning light, which springs from nowhere, as though the day had breathed, and as it breathes gives forth a glow to warm. And of its approach, and first it shone like a light. Through alabaster lamps, so white it was. Then the farer stared, and the presence took on shape as though the air congealed to form, half filled with fear and half with hopefulness. The fair gazed upon the apparition while it appeared to clothe itself within a golden envelope, such aureole as artists paint around the heads of saints, as though to magnify the soul and make it visible to men. It shone so bright. The farer could not look into the light. The presence spoke to him as one who knew his thoughts as well as words, both old and new, who, though he drew the truth from heights supernal, employed but simple speech, kind and fraternal. The presence. Thy voice has reached my ear, I hear thy cry, and though my brightness daze thy mortal eye, yet here I am, and I will give thee aid. Rest thou in peace, and do not be afraid. The farer. I cannot rest, and I can find no peace. I am a pawn of fate, a mere caprice. There are so many lanes of wandering thought, so many moods of doubt and fear are caught into the web of my uncertain mind. I cannot sleep and leave them all behind. Tomorrow holds such duties to be done. My mind leaps up before the rising sun, and pits its strength against the newborn day before I let the old one fade away. The presence. Yet even now a master waits your word, a power within which by your voice is stirred, to lift the weight of doubt, drive out the pain of throbbing drums that beat upon your brain, the old regrets and stifled memories, suppressed emotions and uncertainties. It bids confusion and all fear begone, that you may rest in peace until the dawn. The farer. Such in my deep desire, my soul is in agony, cries out for that which has eluded me. The presence. Be patient, then. I come with this design, to wake thy master self. The power is thine. In you, the substance of a greater man. In you, the purpose of a cosmic plan. In you, the vision of a central flame, the voice of truth that calls you by your name. The Farer. O God, if gods there be, the presence. Stand forth, O soul, flamed round with cosmic fire. You shall achieve at length your heart's desire. And while your body lies in sweet repose, your never sleeping self expands and grows until your lesser self develops power. You shall wake at last to that great hour when nature claims the triumph of its plan. It shows through you the infinite in man. The Farer. I am so small, so very small. I seem to be no one at all. The Presence. Out of the common stuff of earth, God brings uncommon men to birth. The brazen gates shall ope. Hold thou to hope. And we have completed the first chapter. We will start with chapter 2, which is the celestial presence, tomorrow. All right. Been a ride. It's going to be one. And this is the nature of poetry. I appreciate it when he hit that rhythm point. That made it a little easier for me. So now I'm going to encourage you. It also reminds me how to pronounce words, because it's like, oh, that next word. Oh, okay, that's how that's pronounced. Because occasionally he's using words and I'm like, yeah. So, poetry. I'm kind of glad I took that class in high school where I learned to read dramatic poetry. So, all right. I went to a competition one time and did a Russian poem in high school. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of business day, a let's wrap this week up day, let's enjoy the weather day, a happy Valentine's Day, a don't eat too much chocolate day, or eat all the chocolate day, a take care of yourself day, a take a break if you need one day, a drink plenty of water day, a bundle up day, a enjoy the day, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light, a divine spark, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are godly. All right, beloveds. I'm going to remind you that Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9. I get to go to the park tomorrow, so around 9. We'll start the second chapter of The Voice Celestial. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.